Are you an ENTJ? 10 signs you may be one of the rarest personality types. ENTJs are leaders, organizers, and visionaries. The rarest personality type in the world, they make up less than 1% of the population, but we always know them when we see them. They're the ones with natural charisma who can motivate people and get them to listen to what they have to say. If you're an ENTJ or you know someone who seems like one, here are some telltale signs that you may be one of the rarest personality types in the world. 1. You want to become successful. It's true, ENTJs can become very successful in business and life. They have a strong need to succeed and are often more focused on their own accomplishments than on those of others, who they think have little interest in such things. But beneath that often imperious exterior is a deep concern for others' welfare, because ENTJs genuinely want to leave everything around them better than they found it. So if you're serious about becoming a success, and also making sure everyone else gets there with you, entrepreneurship might just be your calling. In fact, studies show that ENTJs are among the most likely personality types to become entrepreneurs. If that sounds like you, here's how to start a business as an ENTJ. 2. Pushing yourself comes naturally. Whether it's to make a sale, outshine a competitor, or meet your personal goals, ENTJs have their own way of pushing themselves. You see hard work as a form of self-expression and pride yourself on working smarter, not harder. Above all else, being driven is in your nature. You are what you do. You approach each day with enthusiasm and encouragement and believe that a good attitude can lead to success. So go ahead, treat every day like it's your last. Tackle each task with intensity and confidence. Your high standards will keep you on track for achieving whatever goal you set for yourself. But don't worry about burning out either. ENTJs have tremendous stamina when they set their minds to something. 3. Getting things done right now is more important than thinking about how they could be done better later. Thinking through a problem is usually better than trying to solve it in your head. But for introverts, thinking something through often leads to new information or insights. The best idea is often different from what we initially think. This quality can save time and money by avoiding missteps along the way. As an extrovert, you tend to look at immediate results instead of potential long-term payoffs. Though you see value in planning, when it comes down to it, getting things done right now is more important than thinking about how they could be done better later. See the 4 tendencies. You're competitive, you like to win. And while competition is healthy and good, some people take it too far. To avoid going overboard on competitiveness, which can lead to unethical behavior, you need strategies for managing both winning and losing well. See how winning is overrated. You make decisions quickly. While speed is essential in many areas of life, including business, some decision makers go too fast for their own good. 4. You love planning and organizing your future. People with Type J preferences like to plan for their future and prepare for what will come next. Their planning skills can make them great entrepreneurs, but if they aren't careful, those same skills could lead to anxiety and even depression. People with Type J preferences are most successful when they learn how to use time management strategies that give them more control over their schedules. These individuals thrive on being in charge and so are drawn to leadership roles in business or politics. They love a challenge, hate routine tasks, and dislike dealing with bureaucracy or red tape. The best way for a person with a preference for Type J behavior to manage stress is through regular exercise and meditation, because both activities help them clear their minds. 5. Reading others' body language isn't a chore, it's a fun game to play. Every day, your body is sending you messages. As an ENTJ, if you're aware of these signals and can understand what they mean, it's easier to know how others are feeling towards you. For example, if someone touches their neck while speaking with you, they may feel a little nervous around you and aren't as comfortable speaking in front of a large group. It's easy to read into all sorts of things when reading others' body language, but it's more beneficial to learn how others will read into yours. As an extrovert who loves networking and socializing with people on a daily basis, becoming fluent in reading others' body language is incredibly important for me personally, and I think most other extroverts would agree. 6. Writing comes naturally to you. You may take writing for granted, but it's a skill that not everyone is born with. If you can write clearly and concisely even under pressure, you are definitely well on your way to being an ENTJ. When communicating with other people, especially in a professional setting or even at school or university, good writing skills are vital. Even if your plans include becoming a personality type such as singer or actor or entrepreneur, consider taking some creative writing classes now while they're still affordable and relevant to your current goals. You never know when those skills will come in handy. You're competitive. The entrepreneurial spirit is strong within ENTJs, who thrive on competition and challenges. 7. When someone gives an order, it's easy for you to follow them. At times, people with strong ENFJ preferences will struggle to give orders. For example, they'll consider someone else's feelings before giving a direct order, allowing them to make sure their request won't offend or upset anyone. Meanwhile, it can be easy for ENTJs to let their inner drill sergeant come out. It's not that they don't care about what others think, it's that following orders is easier when their inner boss takes charge. This is just one sign that you're an ENFJ, there are plenty more if you want to keep reading. Easily frustrated by messy and disorganized environments, while some people embrace chaos, it can drive ENTJs crazy. They have extremely high standards for how things should look and operate, which means they often aren't happy in environments where messiness reigns supreme. 8. People often ask your advice because they respect what you have to say. Since people trust your opinions, they seek you out for advice and want to know what you think about certain situations. You enjoy being a mentor, but only when it's appropriate. You're not interested in babysitting or making someone feel better, you only help those who are ready to learn. But if they aren't willing to put in work, they will have to figure things out on their own. Giving unsolicited advice is a sign of disrespect. Sure, many people like giving suggestions and pointing out flaws, especially when they think they can fix them, but that doesn't mean others want or need that kind of input. You don't waste time with people who don't respect you. If someone doesn't see value in your contributions, then there isn't much point in continuing to engage with them. There are plenty of other opportunities out there for those who do recognize your talents and skills. People often ask your advice because they respect what you have to say. Since people trust your opinions, they seek you out for advice and want to know what you think about certain situations. 9. Giving orders doesn't come naturally, but following them does. The ENTJ is independent and entrepreneurial, driven to lead and make things happen. We think as managers and strategists, constantly strategizing about how to get from point A to point B. ENTJs take pride in a job well done and are always looking for new challenges. They are natural-born leaders who assume responsibility readily, and work hard to ensure that others follow suit. In social situations, we prefer a quick pace, lots of action and activity, focused on results rather than process, but we're also animated storytellers with a knack for witty banter. A sense of humor is at least as important in establishing rapport with others as what we say or do. We're often called the mastermind because we're able to synthesize information quickly and thoroughly. Once we've reached a decision, our minds are made up, we don't waste time vacillating between options. And once a decision has been made, we expect everyone else to fall into line. While ENTJs can be impatient with those who fail to see things our way, we're usually tolerant of opposing views in private conversation. It's only when someone publicly disagrees with us that our thin skin gets truly irritated. With friends, there's no better confidant than an ENTJ. Once you've earned our trust, there's no limit to what you can share with us. 10. The way people communicate with each other makes sense to you. As a leader, it's your job to help people understand each other and solve problems. You're great at getting people to talk to each other in a meaningful way and bringing out their best. At work, you care about results, not who gets credit for them. People tell others they learn a lot from you. As a leader, being someone who's easy to follow is key, and that means your team can trust what you say and rely on your expertise. You're good at explaining things and taking action, and ENTJ will do whatever it takes to see a project through from start to finish. You don't like doing anything halfway. You make decisions quickly and move on. The world doesn't wait for anyone, so neither should you. If something needs to get done, just go ahead and do it already. Your friends think of you as smart and confident. As an ENTJ, you're driven by your goals, which makes it easy to achieve success both personally and professionally. Well, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel.